Dear love judges, this is my story. Something about Melissa captivated me from the moment we met in June of 2021. Maybe it was her laughter, soft, genuine, with just the right hint of shyness, or the way she listened intently, making me feel like the most important person in the room. Even now, I can't pinpoint exactly what made me fall so hard for her, but I did. Completely. Before Melissa, I had been through my share of relationships. Most of them felt like a test I had to pass, filled with mixed signals and hesitations. Women who made me prove my worth, play the guessing game, jump through hoops. But with Melissa, it was different. She said yes to me easily, almost too easily. When I asked why she didn't need time to think about it, she shrugged and said, "You remind me a lot of Daniel." Daniel. I didn't think much of it at first. Everyone has a past, right? But as the months unfolded, his name kept appearing like an unwelcome shadow in our relationship. She'd mention how Daniel would have chosen a different restaurant, how he gave the most thoughtful gifts, how he planned the best dates. I tried to brush it off. I told myself it was harmless. But slowly, her words started to sting. Each comparison felt like a quiet accusation that I was falling short of a standard I never knew existed. We had our first real fight after I surprised her with a weekend getaway to Cape Cod for our anniversary in 2022. I had poured so much effort into making it perfect. Picked a quaint little inn with ocean views, a place I thought she'd love. But as we sat by the bonfire that evening, she said with a nostalgic smile, "This reminds me of the trip Daniel and I took to Martha's Vineyard. He planned it so perfectly." I didn't say anything that night, but something shifted in me. I started to wonder if I was just a replacement, a stand-in for the man she truly loved. I tried harder after that. I researched the places they'd been, tried to outdo the dates she spoke so fondly of. I even bought her the exact perfume she once mentioned he had gifted her, hoping it would make her see me differently. But every time I thought I was making progress, his name would slip back into the conversation, a ghost I couldn't exorcise. The breaking point came on my birthday, July 2023. Melissa handed me a box wrapped neatly in blue paper. Inside was a leather-bound journal. It was beautiful, thoughtful. I was genuinely touched, until she said, "Daniel loved journaling. He inspired me to get this for you." I felt my chest tighten. That night, I finally let it out. "Melissa, why do you keep bringing him up? Do you even see me for who I am? Or am I just some copy of Daniel you're trying to recreate?" Her face twisted in pain, but she didn't deny it. She just whispered, "I'm trying." "I am," but I wasn't sure she was. And a part of me began to wonder if I was trying too hard for someone who wasn't really mine. A few weeks later, the inevitable happened. I noticed her becoming distant, avoiding my calls, canceling plans. Then, one evening in September, she came over, eyes puffy and red. She didn't need to say it, but she did anyway. "I saw Daniel last weekend. He's single again. We talked, and I realized I still have feelings for him. I'm sorry, Michael." And just like that, she was gone. Back to the man who had been haunting our entire relationship. I never blamed her completely. How can you fault someone for loving a person they never truly got over? But in the months that followed, as I sat alone in the apartment we once shared, I couldn't shake the question. Was I ever really enough? Or was I just a reflection of someone she had already lost? Dear love judges, am I overthinking it, or should I just let go of my thoughts?